Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Persia, and we've got news of war between Spain and Morocco, and the United Kingdom expanding in India, and various other things. In the last episode we declared and won our war against Kalat, so they now belong to us. And unfortunately we got quite a lot of infamy. We were discovered pretty early on in our claim generation or war justification, and we are going to have to wait for that to go away before we can really risk going to war with anyone else, which is unfortunate because we would really like to get Punjab. Before they get friendly with the UK. Suppose, do we have any cheaper CVs against anyone? We can acquire state, of course. Make puppet is 10. I suppose we could try liberate. That's 11 as well, though. Free people is 7.5. It's going to be a long time before we can do another conquest, but that is what we really want to do. I'm fairly sure the UK is going to be able to get them to friendly before we are able to justify a conquest war against them. So that's unfortunate. We can just keep an eye on them, and if the UK gets broken by rebels or something and loses their sphere, we can take them then. How about Sind? That would be another one that we were worried about the UK. Okay, they're not actually working on that one, so it looks like we'll be able to take them at least. Oh, and we have enough research points to enact another reform. So, effective fortifications. Fort construction will take place in Tehran. People gain militancy. Militancy as well, leadership modifier, okay. Officers are well trained before leading men into battle. Naval units, well, we don't have any naval units, more naval stuff. Or we could hold out a bit longer to get one of these. Admin efficiency, tax efficiency, education efficiency might be a useful one to get. I might hold out for the education efficiency one because we aren't going to be able to do another conquest war for quite a while. About how long? Oh, that's an extremely expensive one though. Oh no, wait. It's not. It's only 10. So how much research are we generating? 3 per day. About, call it about 1,000 per year. So it'll be 2 years or so. Well, I suppose we can wait that long. And we have been sphered by Russia. And Ottoman's war with Egypt is over. We didn't actually take much, it looks like. War between Ethiopia and Egypt. Oh. Good for Ethiopia. Taking their opportunities. Oh, and we are kind of bankrupt, which probably should have paid more attention to before this. We might have to... Let's see. Reduce military spending here a bit. Hate to reduce education spending, but I guess we'll do it. We're still in the negatives, which is bad. Looks like we are now able to get the things we need to construct these troops, though. Probably because we are in Russia's sphere and we can buy from their sphere members with higher priority. Actually, maybe it was just because we were buying those that we were temporarily so bad off economically. Because it seems a lot better now. And of course we still can't build factories because we're not civilized. And this is where I am rallying my troops, I think. So let's actually tell them to rally over here instead. So that they don't go over the supply limit here. And it looks like our unsupported brigades have at least reinforced, or almost reinforced, back up to the 3,000 strength, so that's good, even though they don't technically have enough to reinforce fully again. We can still use them in at least the first battle of the next war at full strength. We're up to 9,000 there. France is trying to establish protectorates, okay. Not unexpected. They often do that. Unless you as the player get there first, which is not too difficult to do. Of course, in the Ireland game we got there first, and then France later took it right back from us. Nothing too much going on so far, it looks like. And France declared war on Tunis. Okay, Russia wants to ally with us, of course, we will do that. Our glorious sphere leaders. Spain has expanded, war between France and Tunis. The USA has gone to war with Mexico. Which generally happens. I'm playing EU4 and I keep trying to right-click on the provinces to go to the diplomacy view. Yeah, UK is up to friendly with Punjab, so that is unfortunate. And the coronation of Queen Victoria. And we are actually able to get education reform now, so let's do that. Gets us up to 65% here. We can't do another reform until 1843, but that's okay. Our upper house has been assembled. And no available troops to build. It's not too surprising. Punjab is increasing relations with us. Can we even annex Makran for cheap? Because they're so tiny? No, they cost the same 22. That's unfortunate. I don't know if we are able to colonize these provinces at some point. Obviously not until we are at least a secondary power. Russia entered an alliance with Serbia, okay. Belgium has been annexed by the Netherlands. Which I think I remember seeing before. They, at least remember them declaring war. I don't remember them actually winning it, but they obviously did. Nejd is allied with Abu Dhabi, okay. And I think I might try going up to speed 5 and see how that works out. Because we really are just going to have to wait a long time for our infamy to tick down. Coronation of Queen Victoria. Yep, we heard about it. So this is really dropping my frame rate, so sorry about that. I'll try not to scroll the map around too much while we're on speed 5. Kran definitely doesn't want us to attack them. Okay. Prussia allied with Saxony. We are not going to be able to do any more reforms for quite a while, it looks like. Revolution in Hanover, okay. And we're up over 2% clergymen here, so let's switch to encouraging in eastern Afghanistan. They're at 1.72% of the overall population. I think the 2% clergymen that you want applies to the whole nation. It doesn't have to be 2% in each individual province, so you could just encourage them in your most populous province up until you have 2% throughout the nation, not just in that province. But that is only for the purposes of research point generation, I believe. For increasing literacy, it's the percentage in each province that matters rather than the overall percentage in your country. Yep, still friendly with the UK over there. Sind still not. So that being the case, we probably don't want to go to war with Punjab, unless we pick a time when the UK is in some other big war and are less likely to get involved. Sind fears our might. They must have heard me talking. Or we could take Sind. Or one of these northern countries. I don't know which would be the best. Kokand has some okay population. Bukhara actually has a couple of very high pop provinces. Here and here. Khiva, less so. And for Orgios, mostly sheep, cotton, grain. Nothing terribly exciting. Okay, up to 4,000-ish. We'll probably get a military next. They're at about 7,000 currently. So it'll be a little while before we get there. Now we can build another brigade, so let's go ahead and get an infantry. I think we have fewer unsupported brigades now with our... Maybe we don't with our growing population. Fears of Portugal. Okay, we're up over 2% clergymen there. So let's go to 2% most places. Guess I'll just keep encouraging here until we get to 2%. We're very close. Ottomans declared war on Egypt again. They never seem to take as much of their cores in each war as I think they should be able to. Any cores on all this land here. Transvaal, okay. Kokand fears our might. Yeah, well, we're probably going to go for Bukhara before you, if we can't get Punjab. Punjab with their high population provinces and their tea. It'd be nice if some other country was competing and would maybe knock them down to cordial, but it doesn't seem like that's likely to happen. Okay. Discriminatory school system. So, not Persian or accepted culture in Western Afghanistan will gain consciousness and militancy, but we'll gain some research points. Or we can lose research points. Let's do that. And we are over 2% clergymen over our entire population, so we'll leave that there for the moment, and we'll switch our focus to, let's see, I suppose soldiers would probably be what we want. Do that in the most populous of our regions. Life without parole. Then we have this little fellow, started out with the proverbial pins and needles, and pretty soon he was on to robbing banks. So let's see, we can liberalize our prison laws, so we can have the poor strata in Persia gain militancy and lose 2 prestige, or they can gain militancy and we can gain 2 prestige. We'll let them gain militancy. Algerian fear. Okay. And we can pass another reform, so let's do that. Suppose we'll get the foreign officer training. Up to 75% civilization progress. Okay, they took a couple of regions there. We're a partially westernized nation. I'm not sure what the threshold is for becoming partially westernized. It's probably somewhere between, like, over 50% or something. Rabbit emerges from hat. Shocking news. Yep, so UK is getting pretty close to sphering them. Or maybe slightly influencing Sind, but not very much. What is Sind like, actually? Oh, they have some nice high populations as well. We'll probably get them next. Might be better than... oh, UK is taking Johor. Might be better than Bukhara, since that would... Well, we already have a border with Russia, so getting bordered with Russia wouldn't be any worse than our current situation, I suppose. Can build a couple of brigades. How are our unsupported brigades looking? Still got quite a few. But we'll still keep them around. At least for the moment. Let's see if I can bump up education to a slightly higher number and still make money. Russia is declaring war or justifying a war against Kokand, okay. And UK has declared on Johor. Leave that at 70, I guess, for now. USA and Mexico are at war again. Not unsurprising, or not surprisingly. It is unsurprising. Okay, we're at, let's see, 3.6% soldiers. Not sure what really an optimal number of soldiers is. I guess we'll switch to the next most populous province now. Encourage some more. But we're out of time for this episode. Well, we have a humiliate CB on the Russian Empire. Let's probably not declare war on Russia. Can't imagine that being a good idea. But yes, we're out of time, so thanks for watching, and join me again next time, where hopefully our infamy will tick down far enough that we can actually go and start justifying another war.